Have you been waiting to run around with all of your Pokemon yet again? Well, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet looks to be bringing back a beloved feature that never should have really been taken out in the first place, yet for some reason has been repeatedly taken out again and again. Bad decision making aside, it looks like we might have some promise for how our Pokemon behave when it comes to following us, and there might be some mechanics at work here that these clips have kept hidden tightly behind some very hard to find details. That's right. Those super easy to miss motions are the topic of our discussion today, and I'm here to unravel everything we can possibly glean from them. It's what I'm known for, you know, it's just what I do. So let's start by taking a look at how pathing has changed up in the newest entry. We know that Pokemon can run alongside you, not just behind you this time, based on this clip of us running with Pikachu at the end of the trailer. This is close to Let's Go's follow system for the Pokemon, sure, but it's made extra clear when we see Sprigatito do a slight course correction on her run during an earlier clip. It's also worth noting that Pokemon do tend to linger behind the player as they run. And here's to hoping they pull a Let's Go and Pokemon Legends and have an animation of the Pokemon warping back to their Pokeball alongside an appropriate sound clip when we stray too far from them this time around. Rather than the dumpster fire Pokemon Sword and Shield forced upon us that literally gave me, and everyone with even the slightest bit of OCD, an anxiety attack every time it happened. The shot of the trainers standing and emoting by their Pokemon reveals something big. Notice some Pokemon are facing towards their trainers, away from their trainers, or to the sides. I think this means they either got thrown out on the fly, like in Legends, and stayed facing the direction they looked when they came out, or perhaps they look around naturally as they stand. Legends also sort of had this feature where the Pokemon would look at things around them, and when in conversation with several Pokemon, they would shift their attention back and forth. This also makes me wonder if Game Freak implemented a come here command like I hoped for in the Legends DLC, and that's what prompts the Pokemon to follow you or not. This is most curious. In the shot where the trainers split apart, the Pokemon do leave to follow at varying intervals. This could either be proof that the come here command actually is a thing, or it could just be because of when each trainer started running compared to the others. Regardless, Fuecoco shows some expression here by cheering before he runs off. A neat detail for sure, and it also raises some questions. Was it because he was spacing out before you moved like in Pokemon Sword and Shield, prompting a response like this before he follows? Or maybe they're programmed to randomly emote first sometimes when you prompt them to follow. Maybe a mix of both? Maybe there are different commands and each one sparks a follow from them right after. Well, we'll just have to wait and find out. This is all speculation, but needless to say, something is going on here. And yeah, that's it. There's not really much to pull from, but you can't deny, not enough people have been talking about the details I just mentioned. So, let me know your theories down in the comments for how follow Pokemon will behave in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If you learned something new, feel free to stick around the channel. I do analyses like this all the time. They're usually longer because there's usually more to pull from, but needless to say, I like to point out things that no one else talks about. Until the next video, everybody, I've been JotoJohnny. Peace out.